Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Frankie B. Welcome to a new video. Today, I kind of want to delve into my career and how I became a full-time video editor. A lot of you guys have been asking me on Twitter and on comments and stuff how I actually became a video editor and what I studied, blah, 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 blah. I didn't actually study anything to do with film nor video, so I wanted to kind of get into how I got into a video editor position and how you maybe can do the same, how you can hone your skills and do stuff to hopefully progress up to being a full-time video editor like myself. Before we get started though, I want to go try and show a few of my works or edits just to show you guys kind of what I do, and yeah, roll the thing.
Hey there, demons. It's me, your boy.
First things first, guys. I just gotta say, fuck normies. I'm sick of their memes. I'm sick of their shitty normie fucking memes posting on Facebook. Their stupid catch me outside memes. Their pickle Rick memes. Man, fuck normies. When I die, bury me inside a Gucci coffin. Make hits all day and there ain't no stopping. Jay kill Josh A. Make tracks too often. I don't need a gold chain cause we're too damn awesome. When I die, bury me inside a Gucci coffin. Make hits all day and there ain't no stopping. Jay kill Josh A. Make tracks too often. I don't need a gold chain cause we're too damn awesome. Spin my wrist, fill the big cup.
I gave birth to your whole style and fail. How do it feel?
Opening round for number 5, former world champion Medina. Set the pace against.
Nah, but fuck you, pay me.
So as I've said, I've been getting a lot of comments on or questions on how I became a full-time video editor, and I kind of wanted to explain to you guys and just tell my story on how I got to the position where I am right now, how I progressed, and hopefully it'll inspire some of you guys to actually do the same. Hopefully, I know there's a lot of you guys who actually want to become a video editor yourself and you don't know what path to take. So hopefully this will inspire you or just give you some direction. So about 8 years ago, I started playing a lot of video games. I played a lot, and later on I kind of wanted to start making content on those video games, as I've been seeing a lot of people making content on the video games that I'm playing, and I was searching up tutorials on how to get better in games, etc, etc. and I came across a bunch of tutorials and I wanted to improve on those because I think there's a lot of things that they left out. And so I wanted to make those myself, and I wanted to start creating gaming content on YouTube. And so I kind of just watched a hell of a lot of YouTube tutorials on Sony Vegas. I believe I started on Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas Pro 10 or Pro 9 or something. I'm not exactly sure. A really old version of it though. Started on that and kind of just worked my way up. Started learning how to do that, and I edited about, I would say, like 200 videos on that software. Later on, I had to get a better PC because the games, you know, they needed better hardware to start running higher FPS games, more graphic intensive games. So I started waitering at a restaurant for about a year or two to try and save up some money to actually buy myself a new PC to start recording and playing better games, and obviously to cut down on render times, etc, etc. So this was actually the PC back here. I don't know if you guys can see it. This one with the whitish screen. So this is the MSI GE60 2KD Apache. Yeah, Apache, and I've had it for like the longest time. I think I've had it for about 5 years now, and it treated me very well, and I'm still using it day to day. It's a great piece of hardware. It's a great laptop, and that's kind of what I started everything on. Yes, I was gaming on the laptop, editing on the laptop and everything, and I was just kind of doing gaming content. So after high school, I've created about like 500 videos plus. So I've edited a lot, and I really know a lot about editing. I kind of got into Adobe software such as Photoshop, obviously for graphics, Illustrator also for graphics, vector graphics though. I got into Premiere Pro CC 2000 or whatever that was, I think 12 or something. And then also After Effects, which was really great. And I kind of just messed about with it. If you have the passion to learn, then it's really not that hard to do. If you really enjoy doing something, then you'll do it over and over again. And that's what was the case with me with video editing. I kind of just got into it, and I just taught myself. There wasn't really anything else to it. It was just late nights sitting watching YouTube tutorials, and that's kind of all there was to it, really. So now after matric, I had to decide what I wanted to do for a living. So I had to go study, and I really was very confused on what I wanted to do. I didn't have enough money to do film school, so I opted for a really shitty 2-year course in graphic design, as hopefully it could segue into film eventually, and it was kind of the closest that I could get to film without actually studying film, because there was a little very small part in the one of the semesters that actually had to do with Premiere Pro, and that's kind of all I went for. All of the stuff that they taught me throughout the entire 2 years I already knew, because I've done so much research and tutorials on graphic design in general, and also video editing, that they really didn't teach me much. And as I got to year 2 of the 2-year course, I ended up being one of the lecturers for the year 1 course kids. So I was teaching people that was kind of like, some of them were older than I am in the year lower than me in Photoshop. So I was basically a teacher at the college that I was studying at. Sorry for the mic bump. It was very weird. They didn't pay me for it, but I don't know, I kind of enjoyed it, so I just did that for them for a little bit. It was really exciting, and I really liked it, but they didn't really teach me anything new. So I was kind of stuck, and it just gave me a little bit more time to where I would go back home and then just keep learning on my own back home and just practicing video editing on my own. So that was kind of it. And then after that, I was kind of a little bit screwed, to be honest, because I didn't have a diploma, I didn't have a degree in anything, and I was only certified in Adobe software internationally for that year. So that was basically it. I was only certified, which really sucks, but that's all the qualifications I still only have. When it comes to video editing and a lot of graphics and RT stuff, your portfolio is absolutely everything. It's very tough. I would still recommend people going to film school, obviously. I would still recommend people studying video editing rather than just doing it at home, because there's a lot of stuff that they teach you that really takes forever to learn on your own, and it's more time efficient, I think. But at the same time, I think you can do a lot with the same amount of money that you would pay to go to film school if you were to take that money and pay internet and get a good rig and just spend like sitting at home really focused, watching tutorials and practicing. I think you'll get up to the same level that they are at, and that's kind of what I did. So I'm basically a proof of concept in that regard. So by the end of my 2 years, I started getting a lot of freelance jobs for video editing and graphics as well, and I took every single opportunity that I got, even though it didn't pay me much. I just took the opportunity, and all the work that I created for all my freelance clients, I just added it onto my portfolio, and then I could show that to new clients and slowly but surely bump my prices up and get to the level where I am now. And later on, I showed my portfolio to other companies, and they didn't really care. It was funny enough. Okay, I'm only talking about South Africa right now, but I'm very sure it's the same internationally everywhere, because I've got a lot of friends video editing in places abroad, and all of them say kind of the same thing, that your portfolio is like the most important thing that you can have as a creative. So if there's anybody out there that's like struggling what to do, my personal opinion would be, don't stress about it too much. Do something that you really love doing, but focus on your portfolio. Focus on building your portfolio slowly but surely. Only put your best work in your portfolio, obviously, and then slowly but surely start to apply to different jobs, and try and be as diverse as you possibly can. Try and do jobs for maybe an advertisement for like a coffee company, and then do one for like a sailing course, or do some really different stuff. One thing that you have to know is that people would rather hire a jack of all trades than they would hire somebody that's very specifically trained in a certain field. So if they were to hire somebody that can do everything very decently, they would rather hire somebody like that rather than somebody that can only do animations, but he can do animations like extremely well, like an award-winning animator. Unless there's like a very specific job that they need an animator for, usually they're most likely prefer to hire somebody that's like a jack of all trades. They can do everything very well, rather than doing like one specific thing extremely well. I would really recommend you guys just focusing on trying to get to know everything, and being a very diverse creative, I guess. Like, I can design personally, I can design logos, I can do basic graphic design, I can do a lot of typography stuff. I can set up magazines if I need to. I'm very proficient in InDesign, After Effects, Premiere Pro, Illustrator, even Flash animations. What else? Sony Vegas, Cinema 4D. Like, I can like do basically everything somewhat decently. Obviously there's some things that I do better than others. So yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I know it was a little bit of a vague thing, but I would just want to condense everything down quickly again. Practice, keep getting better at your craft. Second thing, try and be as diverse as you possibly can. Don't focus on a certain aspect of something and get really good at it. Try and get good at everything, and it really helps you out in the long run. Third thing, work in your portfolio, make that priority number one, and then slowly but surely build up your portfolio with the best work that you have in that portfolio. And all a portfolio really is like a website or an Instagram account. Instagram account's very helpful. Set up an Instagram account, upload all of your best clips onto the Instagram account, try and build its following, etc, and then just send people your Instagram hashtag or @ handle, whatever. And they can look at your work there, and then, you know, there's some in your description or whatever, your about section, there's like contact info, and they can contact you there and stuff like that. It's just a really good way, an easy way, a very accessible way to show all of your work to any potential clients. Very easy that way. And then lastly, don't be afraid to do work for free at the beginning. Try and do as much work as you possibly can for anybody. Freelancing doesn't necessarily mean that you're asking money for it. You can ask for a shout out, you can ask for basically anything. Just try and get your portfolio up there by doing client work, and if you can't find any clients, make stuff up. Again, sorry if this was a bit of a ramble. I hope that you guys maybe got some sort of value from it. If you guys want to go check out my website, go check it out in the description. There's a lot of free stuff down there. Free templates, Photoshop templates. I'm going to start working on like logo templates and stuff like that. You guys going to go download that for free. It's late, man. I'm struggling here. Also, please leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you're new. This is a new channel, first video, so hit that subscribe button if you're keen for more. So yeah, that's it. Peace out, guys. Cheers.